What's up, guys? Alfredo Diaz here. Today, joined by Sean Finnegan.
Hello.
Sean, we're going to talk about Train.
Train, yes. So, as you know, Valve issued a patch, like a major patch yesterday on the 10th of December, and the major feature is a brand new, totally revamped D-Train.
For CSGO.
For CSGO, yeah. So if you've been playing CSGO or you've been playing Counter-Strike since the beginning, you know Train as a staple of the community.
Definitely.
It's a heavy favorite in the competitive rotations. It's a very technical map. But the last year or so, it really hasn't been in the competitive rotation because it's actually, for Counter-Strike Global Offensive, a little bit imbalanced.
Okay.
So they revamped it. They changed a bunch of things, both graphically and in terms of balance and layout. So the first thing that is kind of the big deal is that there is no more T heaven. Back in the original Train, you used to be able to come through T connector and really quickly skirt up this ladder and get a big sort of overview of a site. And if you could secure the site and you get something like a sniper rifle or a good rifler up there, there's a pretty good vantage point. Yeah, you can see where people are coming from.
Yeah.
You can get good shooting angles on the bomb train, as well as CT connector.
Yep.
The back of the trains coming from CT spawn, as well as the ladder room. It was basically just a really big vantage point. Totally gone. Not even in the map anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead what they've done is they've made T connector way easier to come out of. Before, it used to be sort of this Z-shaped connector where you had to kind of wiggle your way through.
Yeah.
You can actually see it here. This is T connector right here.
Right here.
You used to have to smoke off these back trains and CT connector in order to be able to come into the site. And even then you had to worry about people getting flanked over or being flanked.
You could drop down from the ladder from that side.
Exactly, yeah. So now it's much easier to come out of. You still probably have to smoke and flash to take care of the ops, but you can rush right out there now. You don't have to worry about going through the connector, and now there's no train actually obscuring this hallway right here. So you get a straight shot down there, which is pretty cool.
And it looks like from the screenshots they took out this train completely?
Yeah, so that's the next significant change to A site, is that back in the original Train, you used to have a train that was blocking part way of the entrance to the ladder room. So terrorists or CTs could actually...
Yeah, it seemed really easy to just take the ladder, jump down, and just get that train to block you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can jump down into the ladder room and know that no one from the right side of your field of view could really get a clear shot on you without you seeing them first. Now that train is gone. So in order to be able to come out of the ladder room, you got to be able to smoke, you got to be able to flash, or else you're just going to get shot in the head. Also, it's kind of a little bit more balanced though, because Ts used to be able to keep people, or sorry, CTs used to be able to keep Ts in the ladder room by standing on the bomb train, because you could see their feet before that they can see you. Like, you just stand right there, right, when you look down. Now that train, you can't stand on it anymore because it's not there, so it's actually a little bit easier for terrorists to deal with. You just got to land your smokes.
Okay. And then the bomb right here in the middle has changed.
Right, yeah, so not too big of a change there. The bomb train still has these sort of two, like, here they're nuclear, like, waste canisters, don't know what they are. They're boxes now, but there's still two of them. There's still a middle section to the train. It's just a little bit offset. Like, it's not directly on the track the way it is here. It
seemed like it was just a flat little, like, train platform.
Yeah, yeah.
With no top or anything like that.
Yeah, there's no top, there's no roof or canopy to it. It's just two pillars on top of a train, and the train is angled. It's not directly on the train tracks.
Okay.
So those are the major changes to A site. Did I mention that CT Heaven is still there, but it's now an office and not just a roof?
No.
Okay, so that was the other sort of change.
Okay.
It's like, they removed T Heaven, CT Heaven is still there. You can still go up a ladder and get a pretty nice vantage point of A. But now it's an enclosed room, whereas before it was an open rooftop.
Do you feel like it's balanced out pretty well, or things like removing those train cars made it kind of heavier on the other side?
I think time will tell. I played it, I pubbed it for a couple hours last night, and then I jumped into a few ladder competitive matches, and I think people are still getting used to it. Like, some of the angles, just because we're so used to the layout of Train, it's been, you know, we've been playing this map for years. 6, 7 years now. And the layout is still the same, but now just your angles are different, and people can kind of get to places quicker than they used to. So it'll take some getting used to. Overall, I think the changes are good though. Certainly the visual upgrade is really good.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, like, that's super cool. Is the old Train, as good as it looked and as good as it played, like, it was lacking in the global offensive community.
But it looks solid now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the whole interior of B site has been upgraded. There hasn't been too much of a change as far as the layout goes, but the main thing now that CTs have to worry about is that the two ramps that lead up to upper B now are not ramps, they're ladders and sort of like platforms.
Okay.
So what this changes about the game is players used to play back in B-site as CTs and just op on the ramps, and you could only see the top of their head, and they had unrestricted movement. So basically they had a better vantage point.
Yeah.
Now, in order to get that same vantage point, you have to jump up onto a box or climb a ladder, which makes you much more vulnerable.
Yeah.
And as you know, you can't shoot accurately on ladders, so you
Nope.
can't stand on the ladder. So again, Ts have a much easier time taking B-site because of these sort of minor changes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So overall, happy with the changes?
Overall, I'm happy with the changes. I think this is one of these things where the CSGO like purists are going to be like, no, this is not the train we wanted. Like the old train was better, but then in time, everyone's going to realize that it's better.
Well,
so I think that's what's going to happen.
Sean, that's awesome. Thank you for giving us your impressions on Train.
Thank you.
Guys, for more things CSGO or video games in general, keep it right here at IGN.